Hello everyone and welcome back to another Hunger Games Simulator video. Just because I'm on a PC now, doesn't mean I'm not gonna finish this series. Today's Hunger Games is Pokémon. As you'll see in this video, I know nothing about Pokémon. Remember to like and subscribe. Now, onto the Pokémon. In Team Returnees, I brought back Bidoof and Magikarp for my first Hunger Games video. It would be a missed opportunity if I didn't bring them back one last time. In Team Evolutions, we have Eevee and Flareon. In Team Discord favorites, we have Wailord and Shuckle. Discord really wanted them in. In Team Popular, we have Pikachu and Mewtwo. In Team Personal favorites, we have Vespiquen and Sylveon. In Team Hot Boys, we have Moltres and Rapidash. In Team Water Boys, we have Lapras and Wartortle. In Team Round Boys, we have Spheal and Jigglypuff. In Team Funny Names, we have Licky and Spoink. In Team Pokémon I'm currently obsessed with, we have Pheromosa and Ninetales. In Team Duos, we have Latios and Cresselia and Darkrai. In Team How Are These Real, we have Lampent and Chandelure. In Team Small But Deadly, we have Minccino and Cinccino. In Team Scary, we have Zangoose and Guzzlord. In Team Pokémon that make me believe the Pokémon team were on drugs, we have Palossand and Klefki. Unknown, Sandygast, and Comfey were also contenders for this team. In Team Sassy Cats, we have Purrloin and Meowth. In Team Imposters, we have Ditto and Mimikyu. Finally, in Team Pokémon that I think look cool, we have Luxray and Dragonair. May the best Pokémon win. The Bloodbath. Jigglypuff is the first to die. Ninetales dies right afterward. Pikachu takes a handful of throwing knives. Wailord grabs a shovel. Vespiquen runs away from the cornucopia. Shuckle rips a mace out of Eevee's hands. Mewtwo finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Minccino runs away from the cornucopia. Lapras grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. Sylveon gathers as much food as he can. Bidoof and Spheal fight for a bag. Spheal gives up and retreats. Dragonair rips a mace out of Chandelure's hands despite the fact that neither one of them have hands. Cresselia and Darkrai run away with a lighter and some rope. Cinccino, Latios and Latias run away from the cornucopia. Lampent scares Wartortle away from the cornucopia. Ditto runs away from the cornucopia. Klefki snatches a pair of say. Moltres grabs a shovel. Luxray finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Purrloin takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Meowth grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Pheromosa finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Licky takes no prisoners. Magikarp getting his redemption. Spoink and Rapidash run away from the cornucopia. Day 1. The Eevee evolutions might actually win this. Never mind, I take that back. Klefki fishes. Lapras attempts to climb a tree, but falls to his death. Licky goes hunting. Wailord chases Meowth. Palossand collects fruit from a tree. Purrloin makes a slingshot. Mewtwo overhears Dragonair and Bidoof talking in the distance. Magikarp is pricked by thorns while picking berries. It's not a Hunger Games video unless someone falls into a pit. Cresselia and Darkrai go hunting. Wartortle explores the arena. Vespiquen diverts Spoink's attention and runs away. Latios and Latias travel to higher ground. Pikachu receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Spheal diverts Luxray's attention and runs away. Cinccino hunts for other tributes. Pheromosa picks flowers. Minccino injures himself. Moltres chases Lampent. Ditto fishes. Chandelure receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Shuckle searches for a water source. Eevee sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. 8 Pokémon died on Day 1. Night 1. Spheal hardcore carrying his team. Minccino and Cinccino hold hands. Moltres receives clean water and Vespiquen receives fresh food. Wailord goes to sleep. These Eevee evolutions aren't doing too well. Eevee and Licky run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Magikarp receives clean water. Makes sense. Chandelure defeats Spoink in a fight, but spares his life. Bidoof receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Wartortle loses sight of where he is. Pikachu and Pheromosa run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Mewtwo goes to sleep. Cresselia and Darkrai die from an infection. Palossand tries to treat his infection. Shuckle destroys Purrloin's supplies while she is asleep. Klefki passes out from exhaustion. Meowth forces Dragonair to kill Luxray or Ditto. She decides to kill Ditto. Day 2. Pheromosa searches for firewood. Shuckle sprains his ankle while running away from Wartortle. Moltres hunts for other tributes. Luxray constructs a shack. Spoink sets an explosive off, killing Minccino and Chandelure. Dragonair receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. I told you guys, small but deadly. Bidoof searches for firewood. Vespiquen chases Spheal. Eevee stalks Purrloin. Magikarp receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Meowth makes a slingshot. Klefki chases Wailord. Licky stalks Pikachu. Mewtwo hunts for other tributes. 7 Pokémon died. Night 2. Moltres receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Wailord dies from thirst. Why do all the water people die from something water-related? Licky receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Purrloin dies from hunger. Pheromosa tends to her wounds. Eevee goes to sleep. Wartortle is awoken by nightmares. Meowth tries to sing himself to sleep. Cinccino quietly hums. Mewtwo sees a fire, but stays hidden. Magikarp dies trying to escape the arena. Lampent thinks about winning. Dragonair receives fresh food. Pikachu is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Luxray fends Spheal, Bidoof, and Shuckle away from his fire. Klefki quietly hums. Vespiquen receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Day 3. Wartortle fishes. Meowth receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Pikachu makes a slingshot. Bidoof diverts Klefki's attention and runs away. Lampent tries to sleep through the entire day. Eevee sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Vespiquen questions her sanity. Mewtwo receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Spoink chases Luxray. Cinccino sprains his ankle while running away from Spheal. Dragonair attacks Moltres, but he manages to escape. Licky receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Shuckle injures himself. Pheromosa searches for a water source. Wailord, Purrloin, and Magikarp died. Night 3. Lampent and Wartortle run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Moltres dies trying to escape the arena. Eevee sees a fire, but stays hidden. Dragonair defeats Spoink in a fight, but spares his life. Klefki dies from an infection. Good, I hate him. Pheromosa and Meowth are unable to start fires. Vespiquen questions her sanity. Shuckle receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Bidoof stays awake all night. Luxray strangles Mewtwo after engaging in a fist fight. Licky is awoken by nightmares. Pikachu quietly hums. Spheal quietly hums. Day 4. Wartortle and Meowth are pricked by thorns while picking berries. Licky makes a wooden spear. Vespiquen practices her archery. Why are everybody falling into pits? That's the third one this episode. Spoink kills Pikachu as he tries to run. Shuckle defeats Bidoof in a fight, but spares his life. Pheromosa discovers a cave. Eevee discovers a river. Dragonair begs for Spheal to kill her. He reluctantly obliges, killing Dragonair. 6 Pokémon died. Night 4. Spoink thinks about winning. Bidoof is awoken by nightmares. Lampent defeats Luxray in a fight, but spares his life. Spheal is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Vespiquen, Shuckle, and Eevee start fighting, but Shuckle runs away as Vespiquen kills Eevee. Wartortle thinks about home. Licky goes to sleep. Pheromosa defeats Meowth in a fight, but spares his life. The feast. Vespiquen, Licky, and Shuckle confront each other, but grab what they want slowly to avoid conflict. Seriously people? This is the 4th time this episode. Spoink stuffs a bundle of dry clothing into a backpack before sprinting away. Luxray's trap kills Pheromosa. Bidoof kills Spheal with a hatchet. Lampent falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. 6 Pokémon died. Night 5. Vespiquen bashes Shuckle's head in with a mace. Spoink is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Bidoof's trap kills Licky. Luxray dies from hunger. Shuckle, Licky, and Luxray died. The second angriest Bidoof is at it again. Night 6. Spoink dies from an infection. Day 7. Bidoof sets an explosive off, killing Vespiquen. The winner of the Pokémon Hunger Games is Bidoof. After 4 appearances in this series, he won. Thank you all for watching this Pokémon Hunger Games. Follow me on Twitter. Bye. It's my mind right.